Hey, it's the Scotch Test Dummies. I'm Scott.
Bart, yeah.
Glendronach 15, the new, the old,
15. We're
the
going
revival.
test it.
Glendronach Sherry Goodness
I was
style.
going to say biblical revival style. Woo-hoo.
All right, so Glendronach, outside of age statements, names
Yes.
their whiskeys as well. The 12 is the original, 15 is the revival, 18 is Allardyce, 21 Parliament.
Holy moly, how do you do that? I would have got
Sherry,
stuck on Allardyce. Allardyce would have killed me.
Now, they've got single barrel, they've got other deals, they got a Portwood. But the 12, the
Ooh,
core range
wow.
age statements are what'd you do with your cap. We need to show those as well. Yeah, there's some more right behind you. Oh, you got it. So years ago, the Glendronach 15 revival was exclusively Oloroso sherry matured.
Exclusive. You would have loved that. And that's what this is
Yep,
here.
that's
your
what this
old
one is. This is an old bottle.
Exclusive Oloroso. back in the day.
Probably 3 or 4 years ago when Rachel Berry went there.
Look at that.
They switched up to Oloroso and Pedro Jimenez
Ooh, added
sherry.
in the PX.
Still exclusively 15 years of
And
maturation.
so how long
in
is it
sherry.
sitting in an Oloroso though?
Well, we don't. Well,
Okay, yeah.
you've got their blending. You've got PX casks and
Okay,
Oloroso, and they're
so-
blending them,
So
mixing
they
them,
both sat
marrying
in
them.
one of the other
Marrying.
for 15 years, maybe, and then they're married them together. You don't think they're doing 6 and
I don't know.
oh, all right,
Maybe.
10 and 5.
The logistics. I don't know.
I started to say 6 and I was like, hold on, I got to do some math.
I used to love. Well, I still do. Oh, I thought originally years ago when I first started, I thought Oloroso was the shiznit, right?
Yeah, you did.
And then we had some good PX stuff.
Yes.
That chain. That's
See, you kind of
Swung over.
vacillated. I like to use the vacillation.
I like both
Not the
PX and Oloroso.
Got it. It's good to know.
A good marriage of those two can create some outstanding whiskeys.
Right.
Now, actually, so anyway, 3 or 4 years ago, they switched up. We've never seen it in our area.
You know me well.
Well,
You were
yeah.
like, I better
Yeah,
keep
just
going.
keep moving.
Yeah.
We anyway in Kansas, the new Glendronach revival hasn't been here
haven't
until
seen
it just showed up.
You kept
We
your
got
eyes out.
a new batch of Glendronach showed up. Picked it up at R&J Discount Liquor here
You
in
do a
Wichita.
little dance when
Yeah.
you were in there?
I'm
Yeah, I
like,
bet
"Ooh,
you
is that
did."
the
You're like,
revival?
Oh, yeah. And he was like, yeah, it is.
Several years ago,
Just-
the 12, 15, 18, 21 all came into Kansas.
Mm.
Basically, the 15, the 18, and the 21 had all sold out. The 12 is the only one that's still been here in Kansas. You can go into any store and find
Like
Glendronach
a
12.
plum label.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Look at that.
But recently now, 15, hopefully 18 and 21s have shown back up. The 15s for sure. We're going to take a look at the new
Taste
recipe.
Not just look.
And if time permits, we may look at the old
Oh,
Oloroso.
permit, baby.
Although this one's been open for a few
The
years.
old Oloroso.
All right. Oh, new barrel cap. Well, their barrel caps is what they're called. Bamboo. They got a rubber seal on them, available on our website, scotchtestdummies.com.
Didn't we work with somebody named Bamboo?
Not only do they work as still a topper for your Glencairn that kind of securely fits on there, but you can push this down in that rubber seal.
Seal.
Allows you to seal it. So maybe at the end of the night, you don't want to dump that down the drain.
You're a little bit tipsy.
You can put one of these on there, seal it, and you're good to go.
Bamberger. That's what.
Drink it whenever you want.
Not bamboo, but Bamberger.
Oh yeah.
All right. This is where your skill on Oloroso PX is going to come through because I get
Well,
like a.
Darker and plum.
Yeah,
It's a
the
dark
is
nose.
almost like a roasted. Nah, not quite.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Is it roasted?
Roasted,
though? But it's
toasted,
yes.
plums.
And again, it's hard to what does
Stewed.
richer mean? I would say richer, but what in the heck does that mean? Stewed?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
stewed,
just got this
stewed dark fruits,
depth to
jammed.
Okay. Wow.
There's some toffee.
And there's a certain spice in here I can't quite nail. What is that? Huh.
Let's check real quick.
Cumin?
I believe our ABV is going to be 46. Glendronach
really?
does do They do higher.
Do.
46. I'm good.
You called it.
Still a 750. 750 milliliters.
Love it. Keep that 750. Keep it. What? I'm going to taste.
Yeah.
I gave a whoa.
Berries, raspberries, jam, raisins, plums, stewed fruits, toasted, cinnamon. Ooh. A lot going on the nose.
46 mouthfeel. Wow.
Mm.
Whoa, in the finish, this bad boy lights up. What am I getting at? Oh, and then the finish is quick though. Well, okay, so a little bit of wine berry juice.
Oh yeah, big time.
Yeah. I'm getting some vanilla creams in the finish.
Grape juice.
Right. Keep going. Let me come back.
Cinnamon, oak. First sip there. Yeah, actually it does. I'm hoping the second sip here kind of clings on, hangs around a little bit more. Disappeared a little bit quick, but that could just be because it was the first sip. But really up front, a lot of those jams and nice fruits, dark fruits, everything showed up.
I get hints of oak on first sip, but it's really faint. But as soon as you swallow, then these berry jams just come blossoming up. Yeah, just kind of percolating up. Almost a little bit of coffee, I might even say there. That's weird.
It actually feels a little bit lighter than 46.
Yeah, I wouldn't argue.
It actually is feeling a little light on the palate.
Okay.
It's a nice palate, nice flavors and everything, but the ABV's feeling a little bit lighter.
Oh man,
on first sip, just the sweetness and the fruits and the dark fruits, toffee, everything hits you, moves through. You know, the jams, the berries,
maybe a little
toasted notes,
toasted nougat, all the way in the finish. It's not a nugget, but a nougat.
A Denver nugget.
No, what's a Denver nugget? Oh, like a basketball team? Oh, Denver Nuggets, man, gold, baby. Them gold in them hills. Century City, Blackhawk. Now it's all gambling, but it used to be.
All right, I'm gonna go with a drop of water. Don't really want to. This feels a little fragile. Neat. Let's see though. Really sweet though. I like it. It's a good palate.
It's light.
It feels. It does feel light.
It's doesn't have a thick viscous feel. It definitely feels weak. Maybe would be the phrase.
I hate to say weak.
I
but
know,
yeah.
but I mean the flavors are there, but
the flavors are there.
But yeah, it feels. Gosh, how do you explain a texture? It feels waterish.
Yeah.
But I mean,
agree.
It has nothing to do with the flavor. The flavors are still
nice.
But as far as a weighty mouthfeel, not sure I've ever said that before. No.
Finish, not bad. I mean, it's a little light, but it is hanging around. I'm licking my teeth, licking my gums. It's pulling some of those notes out.
Teeth licker.
Right. That's right, baby.
Yeah, still some of these spices and a little bit of that berry juice in there as well. Right after the first swallow is where all the flavor and the finish is, and then it trails out to some vanillas and some creams that get real faint as it just dribbles off. You added a little more water?
Yeah. Caramel crunch. Cinnamon caramel crunch. If there was a breakfast cereal, cinnamon caramel crunch.
Sounds like something I'd like.
With berry marshmallows in it.
Wow.
Not marshmallows. Berries. Dried berries.
Okay. Little berry chunks, you know?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There you go.
Tiny. They'd be little figments of berry.
Yeah.
Yeah. They'd really get
And you see them and you're like, what's that little thing going to do? Then you bite it, though, with the milk.
Wow, there's
You're
an
like,
explosion of flavor.
yeah.
The longer it sat in the milk, the more explosive it became. Wow. All right. I am definitely going to want to compare to the pure Oloroso and see if maybe the PX is what's giving me the spice. But I know. Do you want to score it before we get in?
Well, the spice should be coming from the Oloroso.
Okay.
Sweetness, more
There you go.
sweetness
See?
from PX.
Really?
Yeah.
PX gives it the sweetness. The spice comes from the Oloroso.
Usually, yeah.
All right, good to know.
Oloroso by itself will be
No
drier,
rules.
those dark notes, but it's drier.
Okay, that's
yeah,
definitely what's
and then
here then. Yeah.
PX will be syrupy, brown sugars, caramels.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, what you're teaching there?
All right.
Teaching and teaching.
I'm a little disappointed just by the overall, like we were talking about, it just feels a little light for 46%. I've got to go 87, maybe 88. 88.
Interesting. I thought you were going to be above me. I was definitely at 87. So it's got some interesting flavors.
I'm disappointed because I was expecting a 90 to 92.
Okay, yeah, that's where I thought you might even still be up in the 90s is what I was thinking you were at. Strong 87 for me. It's got some nice flavors, but everything seems dialed down just a touch. Just seems dialed down.
Now, I was going to say, it does have the 15-year age statement. It feels like a 12-year.
I would not disagree with you.
Yeah, I think is why I'm kind of disappointed.
Okay.
I think I expected a little bit more on the palate, a little bit more of those tannins to soak in.
I want to try a little bit of that.
Yeah.
But, So, yeah, look at you. You can get all crazy with the bamboo dummy.
All right.
All right, I got to see.
Wait. Well, real quick.
Okay.
Price $90, which is the same as it was back when I was buying it in the Oloroso. It was $90
Well
in the States.
Well done.
So still $90. Although a little disappointed overall, I think it's worth it for a 15-year exclusive maturation. Still good.
This is better. Right on
The
the,
old-
right on the
Oloroso.
forefront. I'm getting a lot of that Oloroso you talked about.
Oh, yeah.
Right away. There's no after in the finish. It's on the forefront of like a roasted,
Was darker,
yes,
drier.
a roasted dried fruit.
Yeah.
A dried grape.
Ooh. Yeah.
I don't get the juice as much as
No.
it feels like a dried grape
Yeah.
clump. That's
Yeah.
interesting.
The sweetness, the juiciness, the syrupiness will come from PX. But yeah, so that's the first time. And now when this first came out,
That is better. Yes.
and I think that's why I'm disappointed. 'Cause
Yeah.
I know the Glendronach 15 Oloroso.
Yes.
Now, a few years ago when the new
Wow.
edition came out, a lot of people really liked it
Kind
and
of
thought it was,
Bogarting it.
and that's fine. I've still got a couple bottles of the.
Oh, you do?
of the
Good call. I
original.
was going to say, don't.
Yeah.
That's been open for a while. This
Yeah.
is, again, go watch our 5-year gassing experiment, which I'll give you the Cliff Notes. You don't need to gas.
No.
That is still awesome. And this would be,
This has been open more than 5 years.
yes, and that would be probably a 91 for me.
Yeah.
That's something. And
Yeah.
this would be a
And
93.
I was, 91, 92 on the old one. Little disappointed in the PX.
You know what? We're taking that little thing off. We're putting it over there. That's a new crowning. That deserves the 15-year-old
Yeah.
crown, baby.
See, that's the old one.
Woo.
The palate on that was what I was expecting here. That's what I was
Yes.
wanting. A little disappointed that it's not there.
That's funny. That is.
I
That's
wouldn't
just
say
better.
it's funny. It's almost tragic.
Well, it's so experientially. I mean, you can tell they're in the same family, but this is better. And you got 2 of them. You got 2 more.
Yeah.
So
All right. Go to ScotchTestDummies.com. You can pick up these new barrel caps for your Glencairns. Now they are
They're bamboo.
they're sized for the Glencairns. They do not work with these the malt whiskey tasters. The opening on them is a little bit more narrow. So these are designed for Glencairn,
That's
the
right.
official whiskey glasses
So
only.
it won't fit on this glass of water either.
You're pretty bright.
Well, I'm just
you stay
making
at a
sure
Holiday
in
Inn
case somebody
Express.
In case somebody asked, these 2 sizes will not work with the bamboo.
ScotchTestDummies.com. You can pick up hats, shirts,
Yeehaw.
barrel
That
caps,
shirt, this
coin,
hat.
all kinds of stuff. It helps support
Look
the
at
show,
that.
keeps the
We
lights
use
on.
These droppers
keeps the
all
whiskey coming.
time. You
Now
can
this-
also
Selling merchandise and Patreon helps us purchase whiskey,
That was
which
what
is
we're
what this one.
yes, we
we
bought
did
this
with
We bought both
Patreon
of
and
these.
yeah,
this
with our
and-
funds.
Yeah.
So-
You can also go to Patreon. You can support for as little as $1 a month. Who can't do $1 a month? But you could do $2 a month or $2 a show. We'd shout your name with gusto if you did so. Gusto. Scotch it. You Scotch gods.
Cilantro.
Dummies. will not fit on your cup.